I'm back in the workshop. I haven't been able to get in the workshop as much as I would have liked to over the recent few days because I've had COVID. Uh, Tested positive for COVID. My son was the first one to catch it. There's four of us living in this household. My son Chris, he works as a carer, and he was the first to catch it and tested positive on what's called the lateral flow test. Then my wife Mandy got it. I still got a bloody I still got a lingering cough now. Just tickles now. And Mandy, then my wife got it. Then I got it, and then finally Anne got it. And we all tested positive on those on the lateral flow test, where you get two little identifiers. I had to jump through the hoops and inform the NHS to tell them the situation. And to be honest with you, it wasn't particularly. I've had worse flus. I can tell you that. I've been rough with the flu in the past, and it was a bit worse. But it wasn't a particularly pleasant experience either. And there was about 2 or 3 days where I really didn't want to do much at all, and I was a bit feverish. But I stayed indoors. I managed to keep myself warm. I managed to do some leather work. So I did manage to keep myself ticking over. But it's only really been the last couple of days that I've felt I wanted to come out into the workshop to do any work at all. So I'm out here today, and today I've been on the grinder today, grinding bevels, and I've had a batch of classic bushcraft knives on the go, and I finished putting the bevels on those. I'll show you those in a minute. I've got a hunter-gatherer that I finished. I've got one on the go. I'll show you those. So not a great deal more to report really. I don't like talking about this bloody pandemic, but apparently the latest strain now, which is what we probably got, I think it's called the Omicron, is not as hard hitting as they say. It's more virulent in that you catch it quite easily, but it doesn't hit you as hard. So we've all had the flu-like symptoms, and we're getting better now. And I'm in isolation still for another 2 more days. I just done another lateral flow test just an hour ago, and I'm still positive on that. So I'm still breathing towards you. The virus, shedding particles of virus at the camera at the moment. So I've got to stay away from people. I sent out a little a wasp neck knife to a customer. Got someone to post it for me, and I had to notify that person that my situation, that I've got the COVID, and hopefully they'll take due diligence when they unwrap that knife. But I don't believe the virus particles spread or stay alive for very long on surfaces or in postage and that, so at least they know about it. Anyway, I'll take you in to the next room where I've got the finished knives and the progress on what I'm doing so far, and then I think that just wraps it up. So just to let you all know that I've survived the convids, and I live to fight another day. Well, there's this is the untidy. It's a bit of a mess in here. Lots of dust. Oh, flip your neck. Oh. Right. Well, here we got a hunter-gatherer in 01 that I've yet to put a handle on. These are all 4mm classics, tapered tangs, just waiting for handles to go on. This is this knife here is a Hornet, and it's a companion knife for that. It's a companion knife for this hunter-gatherer here. The sheath's just wet forming at the moment, so I'm waiting for that to be finished, and that'll be posted out to the gentleman tomorrow. Here's the hunter-gatherer. Covered in oil and COVID virus. No, I should imagine that the virus isn't going to really live very long on an oily surface. I don't know, I'm not an expert. So anyway, that's the hunter-gatherer. This knife is sort of designed with people that maybe do a bit of deer stalking or game prep. It's got a very fine micro bevel on it. And that's a Wasp XL. Just wants a bit of a clean up, really. So that's the Wasp XL. It's waiting for its sheath. Sheath's been wet formed. This has got, I think this has got a home to go to. Those two finished knives have got homes to go to. Two of these blanks here are going to my friend Frederick, because Frederick supplies me with the Massa birch. I've had a lovely consignment of Massa birch from Frederick. Absolutely top quality wood. So as payment for that, I'm building him. He wants one classic built up, and he wants a blank. So he wants to put his own handle on. So Frederick will have two of those. Two more of these knives are spoken for, and I'm going to have two available when they're finished. But I would estimate these will be ready probably sometime around middle to end of next week, by the time I get the handles and get them finished and squared away. So that's it. Update report.